Everyone. Today I want to talk about the upcoming super pre-release event for the One Piece card game. If you're watching this video at the same day that it drops, registration for this event is going to start tomorrow, September 16th. So today let's talk all things super pre-release. What it is, when it is, what you get for participating, what you get if you win, and probably most importantly, how do you sign up? But before we dive in, if you do like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Be sure to subscribe as well. I do a lot of content for the Pokemon TCG as well as the One Piece TCG. So if you like this one, you'll probably like those. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe. All right, so if you're interested at all in the One Piece card game, you're going to want to sign up for one of these events. Not only is it a chance to play early, but there's exclusive rewards that you're really not going to be able to get any other way. And many of them you can get just for showing up. So if you do want them, this is going to be your best chance. With that said, let's dive right in. So the Super Pre-Release is going to be held from September 30th through October 6th of this year. There's going to be lots of different countries holding this event. Got that up on the screen here so you can see it. The events themselves are going to be held at local game stores in all of these different regions. The specific time and date of any event near you is really going to depend on when your local store is hosting it. To attend an event, you must pre-register. The registration process is also probably going to be the easiest way for you to both find a store holding an event, as well as find one that's holding one at a time that works for you. As I mentioned earlier, applications are going to go up starting September 16th. Again, that will be tomorrow if you're watching this video the same day that it came out. To apply, you're going to have to submit an application through Bandai's official tournament system. You'll find a link down in the description. They'll have more information about how to apply once that's live tomorrow. Bandai's site lists the specific times based on your time zone for when the application is going to be live on the 16th. For Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's going to be 6. And you'll want to check out some of those. I'll have a couple of those up on the screen here that you can see. Once applications do open up, you're going to have from September 16th through October 6th to be able to register. Spaces at these events are going to be limited. And again, the specific time that any event is going to be held near you is going to depend on your local store. So I would definitely recommend signing up sooner rather than later. All right, so that's registration out of the way. Now let's talk about the event itself. When you get to an event, you're going to have to pick one of 4 different starter decks to participate. You can actually purchase one of each copy if you want to, but you do need to pick at least one that you're going to buy and then use for the event. Some stores might allow you to buy multiple copies, but at least officially, you are supposed to only be able to buy one copy of each starter deck. So again, if you want each one, you should be able to get it. If you want multiple copies of a specific one, you may not be able to do that. Your choices as far as decks are going to be the Straw Hat Crew deck featuring leader Luffy. You've got the Worst Generations deck with leader Eustace Kid. You've got the 7 Lore Lords of the Sea deck with leader Crocodile. And the Animal Kingdom deck with leader Kaido. You can find links down in the description. I've done videos on all of these starter decks. In those, you'll find exactly the cards that are in each deck, as well as a little bit about the strategies, some of my thoughts on how those different decks play and everything. Good resource if you're wanting to learn which one might be good for you. If you're not wanting to watch one of those videos, my quick recommendation would be to pick up the Worst Generations deck with Eustace Kid. In my opinion, it's by far the strongest and most consistent of all of the starter decks. It's also kind of got a nice bonus that it's pretty user-friendly. There's not a lot of mistakes that you can make with this deck very easily. So if you're going in mostly unprepared, you haven't looked at anything that's included, it's a good one for just beginners and for people that, again, don't know too much about what to expect their opponent to be playing or what even is in their own deck. Mechanically, these decks are identical to the starter decks that I talk about in those videos. All of the cards within, again, have the same text as the equivalent cards in these, but these are actually special pre-release of the ones that are not going to be available outside of this event. What makes them different is that they each have a special leader card that has a unique art, as well as a cool little gold stamp on it that says first edition or pre-release on it. It's going to be a really cool way to not only bling out your deck if you're the kind of person that likes that kind of thing, or have a nice little collectible. Bandai lists MSRP for these at $11.99 each. Means if you're planning on picking up all four, it's probably going to set you back around $48 or so before tax. So do plan accordingly if you are wanting to pick up all four. Then last but not least, after you've picked out your deck, purchase that one, you're going to be placed in a bracket with up to 7 other people who you will then compete against to hopefully win that exclusive winner's card. Which, speaking of the winner's card, let's go ahead and talk about some of those goodies you can get. First up, let's talk about the only non-exclusive item that you can get for participating. Everyone that attends a super pre-release is going to get one of these special 2022 promo packs. If you've been looking at any kind of One Piece content, you've probably seen or heard about this before. They've been given out from a couple other different promotions, one of them being, I believe, like a binder that you could buy for a while. Also, you may have seen these on eBay going for around $18 or so, at least at the time of this recording. If you've been looking at those on eBay and thinking about buying them, I would recommend against it. Go to a super pre-release, get one for free, just for showing up. Side note, a lot of local game stores were also giving these out for free alongside a free promo deck or demo deck that you could get for the One Piece card game. Not only is the demo deck a great way to learn the game, if that's what you're wanting to do, but you can get a free one of these promo packs that people are selling for 18 bucks. So maybe go down to your local game store, see if they've got a free demo deck they can give you along with a promo pack. They might be gone by now, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And again, saves you from paying $18 on eBay. Okay, getting back into it. These packs themselves, they come with 5 cards, and I'm pretty sure it's the same 5 cards in every single pack. I'll have those up on the screen so you can check them out. There is some really cool art in these ones. Definitely some nice promo cards that you can't really get any other way. But not the kind of thing that you need a million copies of. You know, if you want a full set, all you need is just 4 of these packs, and then you'll have 4 copies of each one. So don't bother buying a million of these. There's not a bunch of different cards you can get. It's just the same 5 cards you'll keep getting for each pack you open. Next up is an item that we already talked about a little bit, and this is the special super pre-release versions of those starter decks. So I did talk about them a minute ago, but just in case you just jumped ahead and skipped that part, these decks are mechanically the same as the regular starter decks. The difference is that you get the exclusive leader cards in those. Again, these have unique arts on them, as well as a cool little stamp saying that it's a first edition super pre-release card. You're going to have to buy at least one of these just to participate in the event, but you do have the option to pick up all 4 if that's something that you want. Our final participation reward is the Monkey D. Luffy character card. This is a pretty good red card. It costs 6 for 7,000 power. And then if you equip 2 Dawn to it, it gains the ability to rush on that turn. Not only does this card look amazing, but it's the perfect upgrade if you're planning on picking up that Straw Hat deck. And again, everyone gets one of these just for showing up. Okay, with all the participation stuff out of the way, let's talk about what the winners can get. Each winner gets an exclusive full art version of that Monkey D. Luffy card. Not only does this one look just incredible, but it's got this cool stamp on it that says super pre-release winner. Kind of a cool little thing you can display if you're able to win this event. Not only is it great for the collection, or, you know, if you want to kind of, again, bling out your deck with something really cool, you know, show off your friends that, hey, look, I was able to win my pre-release. I can't wait to go to my own event and try to win this card. And that's really everything you need to know about the upcoming super pre-release for the One Piece card game. And you can find a link down in the description to Bandai's official site. There you'll find a lot of the information I went over today. There will also be the link to apply once those go live tomorrow on the 16th. Again, I'll remind you, space at your local store is probably going to be limited, so I would check that out sooner rather than later once they go live on September 16th, just to make sure you can get your spot. And also, if you do want to know more about those starter decks, I'll recommend the videos that I've done on them. Again, links down in the description for those. I do think they're a pretty nice breakdown of the cards that you'll find inside, as well as a little bit of a talk of the strategy of those decks, some of the pluses and minuses, again, strengths and weaknesses. Great way to kind of learn about which deck might be the right one for you to be able to pick up. And with that said, that'll do it for this video. If you liked it, again, be sure to give the video a like, and hope to see you at a super pre-release event.